Hey y'all, how's it going? This is Cyber Saloon. So in my last video, I went over all the anime that I'm going to be going over this season, and I completely missed one because, honest to God, it was even coming out this season. I actually really love the first season. It's Masamune is Revenge, and it's really, really good. It's been a while since the first season came out, so I completely went under my radar that the second season was even coming out. To my surprise, it's actually really good. I think Silverlink is the animation studio behind it, and they did an absolutely really good job. I love the animation in Masamune-Kun's Revenge. The second season is shaping up to be pretty good so far. So we kind of bake. For those who don't know, who maybe haven't read it or actually watched it, the kid basically gets rejected by this extremely rich girl when he's very young and when she's very young, and so it leaves a big scar on him, and he makes it his life goal to get back on her. So he goes out of his way to get super hot, and he goes out of his way to be super smart, Chad. He basically looks like a Chad, and his whole plan is he's gonna make Aki, which is the girl who rejected him, he's gonna make her fall for him now, and then he's gonna reject her. Really, really petty, but I kind of dig it. It works pretty well. I really, really dig it. The first episode's really good. So the first episode, it has a good plot going towards it too for the second season. So they pick up and they take a class trip to Paris, France. And we're just I don't know what... You always see a big obsession towards Paris in anime. For those of you seeing Golden Time and so many other anime, it's bro, I don't get it. I've been to Paris, and it's not... I don't know. I don't want to piss off anyone, but it's just it really wasn't all that. Honestly, it was dirty. I mean, I've seen footage of it from a long time ago, and I see how once it was gorgeous, but it ain't... I don't know if I would say it isn't anymore, but without pissing off for any French viewers that might view this, I promise I love France. Anyway, so they go to Paris, France, the city of love, the city of culture, the city of... Hold on here. We're getting live footage. What? Anarchy? Hold up. Anyway, so they end up going to Paris, France, and it's I really like the animation style, I like the color palette they kind of used. It's kind of vibrant. I talked about in Bucket List of the Dead. I really like I like kind of bright color palettes. No Game No ones that kind of use No Game No Life. I really like really bright color palettes. So the episode's really good. So it has Aki and it has Masamune. It has them running into this French artist whose name is Muriel, and she's trying to learn more about romance, and she wants to make her own manga, and so she asks Aki and Masamune hey, will you guys teach me some stuff? So she hands her, and the art's really good. She hands them the manga, and the manga's super detailed. It's really pretty and vibrant. And Masamune basically tells them this shit sucks, because they fall for each other within the first I think volume. It's just you gotta tease, and you gotta tease. I'm just my man's been reading too many slice of life anime. God, it's basically he's trying to make her basically make Nizukoi. I'm just please God, don't make it like Nizukoi or any major kind of romance anime. Nizukoi is just the big famous one because it's just he brings up a good point as to why, and it works. I mean, honestly, I love Nizukoi. It's one of my favorite anime ever. But that's where it gets you. It's that tease, and it's the art of the tease, and it gets you, and because it keeps drawing you along because you want to see that character that you're really shipping. You want to see him end up with the character, and that's how it was. Shitoge's best girl. Onodera Sims can fight me. But it's you want to keep being. You want more. You want more and more. It's for those of you who've read Nizukoi, if within the first couple volumes he fell for Shitoge, there's so much more you get left out on, and it's you want to kind of draw it out to where it has a really big impactful meaning. And granted, that can be done very wrong. you can drag it out. It can get uninteresting. There are a lot of ways to mess up like a romance anime, a romance manga, or light novel, whatever it is. But anyways, so she's like, oh, I need to teach you. I need to get you guys to teach me how to, how it actually goes. And Aki and Masamune are like, we're gonna be too busy because Aki's getting jealous. Aki's best girl in the series, 100%. I hope they get together, but Aki is like, no, we're not gonna have time. So like they get kidnapped. They get like cornered by these goons underneath the bridge, and they're like, yeah, let me tell you how that's gonna go the other way. They get a call from Muriel's brother, who's like this really, extremely well off, like a really aggressive, like overly Chad businessman. And he's just like, no, you don't understand. I'm not asking you. My sister wasn't making a request. You're going to help her. So it kind of plays out like the rest of the episode. Like, oh, okay. Like, all right, I guess we're going to help him. Honestly, this shit slaps. It cooks. This is my certified on tap. It is 100%. I'm going to be watching it this season. I love Masamune, the first season. I'm really glad this is getting a second one. I apologize. I left it out of my last video. I completely forgot he was even coming out. The reason I even remember is I saw Crunchyroll tweet something about it. I'm like, hold up. The second season's happening? I'm like, hell yeah. So I'm excited to get to this anime is getting a second season because I'm really enjoying it. I enjoyed the premise. I like the characters. I like Masamune, and I really like Aki. Aki kind of reminds me of Kaguya a little bit, but definitely a lot more standoffish. But I mean, I like all the other characters like Yoshino and some of the other ones because Yoshino's like her maid trying to help Masamune get back at her. But it's pretty good so far. I like the premise. It's interesting. I wonder if the whole season is going to be set in France. That's an interesting. Usually it's like a class trip thing, it's like going to Osaka or what's the big popular? It's a beautiful place there. It's not Osaka. It's they go to it a lot. It slips my mind. I'll think of it later. But anyways, it'll be interesting to have a whole season dedicated to it. It'd be really good. It'd be cool to have them. They probably will. I mean, that's probably the whole point of Muriel and her brother's character. But I'm pretty excited for it overall. I really enjoyed the first episode, and this is certified cooked. Definitely on tap. I think it's gonna be a really good season. That's all I got for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I think the next one is the girl forgot her glasses. The girl forgot her glasses. I'm gonna review that one. It ain't looking so good. It ain't looking so great on the animation front, but by God knows I'm gonna give it a try. All right, guys, let me know if y'all are watching Masamune-Kun's Revenge. Let me know in the comments below what y'all think of it too. I'll talk to y'all later. See ya.